Welcome back to Aid Morecambe Gardening, and today we're going to be looking at what is probably one of the nation's favourite plants to grow at home, strawberries. Nice and easy, you can grow them in pots, on balconies or into your garden. They're like a nice free draining soil. Keep them well fed, keep them well watered. They shouldn't give you too many problems at all. Now this was 6 in a punnet. That cost me $12.99, which in this day and age it feels expensive, but I suppose if you can get 3 or 4 punnets per strawberry plant off these, then it's actually not a bad deal at all. I made sure that I got plants with a good root system that was developed and that they were well watered on the garden centre shelf, because some of them weren't well watered, and all that will make is problems for the future. You'll probably get a plant that wilts and will give you poor yields going forward. So lovely root system. One little tip: if you do need to swap a few rounds, don't just take the 6 that are in that container. I hunted through about 5 or 6 different containers, made up one really good one, so I got 6 healthy plants. Now I bet you didn't know that strawberries are not even berries at all. They're part of the rose family. They were introduced into cultivation around 1750 and have been a firm favourite all over the world ever since. The fruits themselves are covered in about 200 tiny pips. You might get them stuck in your teeth. I absolutely hate that, but those tiny pips are actually the strawberry's fruit. And that's why they're not a berry, because the fruit is born on the outside of the flesh. One other interesting fact: if you get a strawberry with a double heart, legend has it that if you split it in half and share it with somebody, then you will become lovers. So you've had a warning there. Don't go sharing those double strawberries with somebody unless you're up for a little bit of more than you bargained for. Right, here I'm going to show you how to put them into pots. I'm going to be using a couple of different types, and yeah, let's get into it. Right, as you can probably see there, this container is quite big, but I think it's going to look lovely with strawberries in it. So to try and eliminate using too much compost, because the strawberries are never going to have roots that are as deep as this pot. If I filled this with compost, I'll be using about 80 litres of compost. Cost a fortune, and it wouldn't be really cost effective to do so, and also be really heavy to lift and move. So I'm going to put some upturned pots in the bottom. On top of that, I'm going to jam in some containers like that, and then I'm going to put a layer of bubble plastic over the top, and that'll leave me with about 6 to 8 inches of soil that I'll then put my strawberry plants into. You could of course use anything to fill the bottom of this container, but this actually works really well, and as I say, keeps it lightweight, and that's one of the important things, because this isn't going to be staying where I plant it. I've just moved it out here to just for filming purposes. So you could use, as I say, absolutely anything, but it's basically just an exercise in cutting down the compost use, both for cost and for weight. Now, strawberry plants do like it well drained, so whoo, didn't want to do that. I'm going to cut some holes into the plastic just to make sure that we're getting the drainage that we want, and we're not creating ourselves any problems. Just be careful with the knife, folks, because just had a little accident. Okay, thumb repaired, and the pot is now nearly full. Took the entire bag, which has surprised me, but it's given me the opportunity to add some garden compost. It's never a bad thing because the strawberries like it well drained. The compost I've got for my own compost heap is full of fibrous matter, and this is a soil-based compost now rather than these man-made composts, and I think that'll just give it a lot more nutrients, different nutrients, but also give it a little bit more structure so that it drains a lot better as the summer goes on, so these strawberries will get the conditions that they really want. Right, I'm really happy with that. I've mixed in the compost with the shop bought compost, and I'm going to put in 4 of the 6 strawberry plants into this pot. I'm going to choose one of these other containers over here to do the other 2. So it's a simple process. Putting your hands around the neck, tipping it upside down, giving it a squeeze, tapping them out, and there's a lovely root system on there, look. And literally all I'm going to do is make a little hole in the corner, dig a bit out, pop it in, firm around the root ball. Plant number 1 sorted. What have we got? Elegance is that one. These are all mixed, so in fact I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got 4 that are the same, so it makes sense to put these 4 in this pot, and then in the other pots where I'm going to do a container to put on top of those pots, then those I'll do the other 2 that I have. These are called Elegance, that one's called Lucy, and that is Pegasus. No idea what the fruit's going to be like, other than obviously hopefully red, juicy and tasty, but let's see how we get on. Just giving those a bed in with a nice drink of water. Important to keep these watered throughout the season, and if you're planting them early this month, so the beginning of what would be May, make sure that you're protecting them from frost if we get a cold spell, because some of these nights that are clear and warm, you will get yourself a frost and it's going to cause damage because these are still tender. Right, I'm back on my seed bench. And this is where I'm going to be just potting up this container and this one here. And these are going to sit, they're going to sit on top of the chimney pots. So again, it gives a nice decorative flowing plant. It also keeps the fruit off the floor, off the compost. It stops the slugs getting in, and that elevated position helps the soil drain. And the soil I'm using here is a little bit of compost from an old pot, and then I've got some new compost from the garden centre, and there's a little bit of stuff from the compost heap as well. So a right mix in there. I don't like to waste anything, so I do reuse. As I do reuse my pots. You know, these at the end of the day now are costing sort of 30-40p a pot from the garden centre, so you might as well reuse them. And even this tray, if we take the strawberry packaging off, and when the plants are out, we've got ourselves a little 6-plant seed tray for nothing. So what I'm going to do is just, in the bottom of this pot, because this is actually from a drainage pipe, an old-fashioned drainage pipe, there's no bottom in it, but I thought I'd make use of it. So I'm going to fill that with compost. That can just drop into the bottom like that. I picked a pot that wouldn't fall straight through, obviously. And then I'm going to put some compost in. pick my plant. Nice healthy root system. I did check these in the garden centre. I took each one out of the pot to make sure the roots were healthy, nice and all the way around, but also that there was some weight to that root ball, because if it was light, it meant that it had dried out on the garden centre, and that would have caused no end of problems, as I found out with the thyme that I planted. The thyme around the corner, it was dry when I bought it, and it's actually struggling now in the ground, in the pot that I put it in. So important to make sure that the plants you're buying are the best quality possible. So what did I do with it? There it is. Put it in the middle. And that hopefully will give us a nice crop late, probably mid-July. If you haven't got enough drainage in the bottom of your pot, a few bits of broken crockery in the bottom there, if you've got an old pot that's given up or the frost got to it, just break those up and put them in the bottom. Just saw a little worm there, so that's good to get him in the pot. He'll help. Need a little bit more compost. Just a handful, I think. So there we go. Another nice root ball into the middle. Firm down with just my fingers, not pushing on the root ball itself, but around the outside. Those two now are going to get a good drink, and they're going to join the others outside, and that will be 6 strawberry plants. It'll be interesting to see how much we get off of those as the year goes on. If you've enjoyed watching this video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, like, tell your friends, all helps. Nothing on this channel is sponsored. I'm doing it all for the love of it, and I hope you're enjoying it. Leave me some comments, but for now, just get out there and get gardening.